the cheapest blue inventory in Counter-Strike 2, and I'll go over the absolute best, cheapest blue skins you can go for in 2026. Starting with the MP9, I chose the buff blue, which is a relatively new skin, and as you can see, it is basically as blue as it gets, and it is very cheap because the factory new is just 20 cents. Next we have the Glock Ocean Topo, and this one is another relatively new skin, and I think that for a loadout like this, it is absolutely perfect, and you can get the minimal wear for about 30 cents. For the M4A1S, I went to the also new Liquidation, which is a skin that also has a bit of red, but it is mostly blue, and honestly I think it's the best cheap M4 in the game, no matter the color. It just looks really nice and it has this nice effect, and the minimal wear is about $8. This video was sponsored by Skins Monkey, which is a trading platform where you can trade your old rusty skins for brand new ones in seconds. You just select the skins that you want to trade and the ones that you want to get. You click trade and it's done. If you use my code OZNI on the website, you get a bonus of up to $5 for free to trade and a 35% bonus when buying balance. They also host giveaways in the freebies page, and link to Skins Monkey is in the description. For the SG, I chose the anodized navy, and there's really no other pick possible here, so this is as good as it gets, and it's very cheap. The factory new is just 60 cents. And for the 5.7, we have the sky blue, which is another relatively new skin. There's been a lot of new blue skins last year, so they will help a lot in this inventory, and this one in factory new is just 50 cents. For the Mac 10, I chose the Oceanic, which this one is not new at all. The skin has been around for so many years, but it looks good, it fits well, and the factory new is just 80 cents. For the AK, we have the Ice Cold, which is another skin that has been around for very long, and in an inventory like this you can't really go wrong with it. You could also go for the blue laminate, but it's going to be more expensive, and I prefer this one, and this one is minimal wear for around $9. And then we also have the Op Ice Cold, which of course will fit very well with the AK, and this one is relatively new. It came out in the first terminal, so yeah, the field test is going for about $12, but get it with relatively low float. For the P250, I chose the Ripple, which looks really good, fits well, and only costs 80 cents. And for the USP, we have the Alpine Camo, which is once again a relatively new skin that fits here, and the minimal wear is about $1.2. For the Desert Eagle, we have the Blue Ply, which I personally don't really like this skin, but when it comes down to this color in specific, you kinda have to go for it. There's not really much to choose from, and I think that this one is the best one because it only costs 70 cents in minimal wear. For the AUG, we have the Aristocrat, and this one I really like. I used it at some point, and you can get the minimal wear for about $2. For the FAMAS, we have the Cyano Spatter, which is a very old skin, very cheap as well. It's been in the drops for like years and years and years. You can get the minimal wear for just 20 cents. For the UMP, we have the Exposure, which looks good, but the UMP is not really a weapon that you're gonna use a lot. Other than that, the minimal wear is just $1.1, so it is really nice. And for the Zeus, we have the Electric Blue, which is quite literally the only pick possible for its inventory when it comes to the blue color, and it's so cheap. The factory new is just 70 cents. For M4A4, I chose a Spider Lily, which has some red, but I think it's the best one for a lower budget. There's other blue options, but they are like $30, $40. However, this one is going to be very cheap because it only costs $9 in field tested. And for the Tech 9, we have the Ice Cap, and for this one there's actually quite a few choices, but this one is a very nice one that is very cheap as well because the factory new is just $1.1. And for the Max 7, I chose the Cobalt Core, which is not really a skin that you see a lot, you don't really see it ever, and it fits well, it's cheap, so I guess it complements the loadout. It costs $1 in factory new. And for the Dual Barretos, we have the Cobalt Quartz, which I think look absolutely amazing, and you can get them in factory new for just 80 cents. For the Galil, we have the Stone Cold, which this one is the undisputed best choice possible, no matter the budget really. It looks really good, and the field tested is just $2.5. And for the Scout, we have the Abyss, which is another similar scenario to the Galil that I just showed. It looks really good, it's a very old skin but looks nice, and the minimal wear is just $1. For the XM, I chose Split Stream, which doesn't need much of a description, it just fits well, and the factory new is only 70 cents, and this makes it a total of $54.5 for all of these skins combined. But now we're going over to the cheapest and also nice blue combo that you can go for, and I picked the Huntsman Knife Bright Warrior minimal wear with the Moto Gloves Polygon, which are well worn. The gloves, despite being well worn, are pretty clean. If you have some extra money, try and get the field test. It's like an extra $20 or $40, but this will go well anyway, and you can get this combo for a relatively low price of $211. And for the agents on the city side, I chose the Blueberries Buckshot, and this one doesn't really need much of a description. It is the only, it's not the only, but I think it's the best blue agent you can go for a relatively low price. There's other agents to choose from, but I really like this one. It costs about $20, and on the T side there's no agent with blue sleeves, so I would say just pick any with no sleeves, or even no agent at all if you want to save sleeve on the budget because the default agent doesn't have sleeves, so it will go well anyway, and this makes it a total of $286 for the entire inventory, and if you ask me, I think that's pretty good. Under $300 is always nice for a full inventory like this, and overall it looks really nice. If you made it this far, comment the word water and let me know what color you wanna see next. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel for daily CS2 content.